such and guess it's RLF.
The RLFers know that Nikolai can clap for days. For days!
It's in the history books of RLF.
Yeah.
Line 1, paragraph 1. Nikolai claps for days.
His hands are sore.
In the RLF Bible.
He's in the Guinness Book of World Records for most claps in an hour. That's 750,000.
That's a lot of clapping.
Wow, you got some
My hands exploded
fast
afterwards.
hands.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
I wonder how many times you can clap in an hour. I mean, your arms would get tired, so you'd have to slow down.
Well, I'm assuming you would probably just do golf claps.
Right? Yeah, that makes sense.
No, those don't count.
You need
Golf claps count.
One golf clap is like
word
a
clap.
quarter clap.
Okay, then what is the scientific amount that you have to separate your hands before you clap again?
Yeah.
I don't want to get
Who's
into
determining that?
I don't want to get into the detail. Who's determining it? Scientists from around the world. Fucking
Well,
duh.
it'd
Guys, drop the COVID thing.
What
I know it's
constitutes
been a
a full
big
clap?
to do.
We
Listen,
need to define the perfect parameters for a clap.
we've got Guinness on the phone, and they've got some serious questions for us.
the most claps in a minute is 1,103 and was achieved by Eli Bishop, USA, 2018.
Holy shit.
So,
That's
1,103?
in a minute.
in a minute.
That's insane. Also, he couldn't push for another 8 to just get 1111,
That's impossible.
right?
That's
No, that's-
Apparently,
I don't know
it's
if that's
possible.
him.
Google just told that man it's possible.
That's almost 1,200. That's averaging out to 20 claps per second.
Yeah, I believe it.
Well, we're looking
No!
at videos now, and it looks like they're like rolling dough.
yeah. He's like going up and down. Those don't count as full claps. I mean, they're making the noise.
Oh.
I don't.
Man,
No.
I don't believe it.
No.
It's not a proper clap.
Eli, you're a sham.
listen, Guinness, this is taking some credibility from your book.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. Also, I don't think anyone's bought one of those books since 2013.
Every time I would see one,
No.
I'm like, oh man, how cool would it be to have this? And I'm like, oh, not that cool.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I remember when I was in elementary school, one of the kids had one and brought it into school, and we were like, this is amazing. And then now the internet has way more stuff.
Yeah,
You're just like, oh, I don't need any of
Like
that.
you flip through it, you're like, oh, there's so many stupid things in here that I don't care about.
And gross ones, like longest fingernails or like longest hair.
Things nobody ever asked for. Like, nobody was like, hey, how long can we grow our fingernails?
Yeah. Oh, there's a guy in Bangladesh that's never cut his fingernails. Oh, cool.
Oh, that's gross.
I bet I could be in a book if I did this. Yeah, you really want to be memorialized?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
This guy in Alabama can spit crickets 17 yards.
Right?
Oh, sweet.
Like, they could turn their body in half. Why, though? Why? Nobody asked for that.
Yeah.
Nobody needed
It was
to
a
know
horrible
that
accident.
you could do that.
He ate 1,700 frog legs in 2 hours.
He shares ancestry with wolves, like, because of all the hair on their body.
Oh, no, that I've
Hey.
seen pictures. That's just sad. I feel bad for the wolf people.
The wolf man.
Yeah. They always seem...
Yeah.
Well, they're always
I
warm.
don't know. I can't
That's
really
true.
see their expression, though.
That's, whoa.
Well, I can't.
Whoa.
So I was going to say they seem happy, but I'm not really sure because I don't walk in their shoes.
That's true. But I remember it was a long time ago. It was either the Ripley's Believe It or Not show, or it was the there was another show. I can't remember it now from our childhood, but it was similar, and people would break records. Like I remember some guy had like 11 kegs on his head.
I think it was Ripley's.
Anyway, and there was a family of wolf people essentially.
Yes.
And they were trapeze artists.
Yeah.
In a traveling circus.
Oh.
Well, they seemed in shape and happy.
It
Well,
wasn't
that's what I'm
enough to be
saying.
wolf people. They had to be like, let's throw trapeze into the mix.
Well,
Wait,
I mean,
they're
at a
wolf
certain
people?
point,
Yeah.
yeah, like Google it. They have hair on their faces and like excessive
Why are they wolf
body hair
people,
and
though?
stuff.
Do they eat
I mean,
meat?
I don't believe that they hunt in a pack. They
They're
probably
not
go
like
to a
No. I
forest.
think it's just because of the way they look.
Yeah.
They're just super
a
hairy.
description.
It's like P.T. Barnum would be like, the amazing wolf person.
Mom got a rabbit. Let's everybody go.
The wolf boy and the werewolf family.
Yeah. See, it's a thing. But I remember at one point, like, they were trying to, like, shave their hair and they would just grow back insane
Oh yeah.
the same day and shit.
Jesus.
They just had overactive hair glands, essentially.
Well,
How do you
damn.
date? How do you find, like, a wife? That guy's has children.
Well, someone.
And all four
That's
of
someone's
us, I don't know,
kink.
3 out of 4.
Everything is someone's fetish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Everything is someone's fetish.
Oh yeah,
Makes
we got
sense.
pictures here. I'm not going to show anyone. They're all having a great time. Yeah, they're in a pool. They it looks like they just constantly have hair in their eyes, especially in a pool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That must be irritating as all hell. Imagine cleaning the shower drain in that house.
Oh god, just have a blender down there.
Yeah, they got a food processor attached
no.
to the shower drain.
Just turn it on.
Just employ a barber. Just live at my house.
That's true. Do all of their hair, does like all of their hair turn gray when they get old, do you think? Because that might look kind of cool.
I would think so. Because I think gray hair is just a loss of pigment in your hair, you
Because
know?
you're getting older,
Yeah.
I guess.
Your body just essentially runs out of ink.
Imagine having a
Yeah.
salt and pepper face.
Wow.
I've been snatching grays. I've been snatching them. Not in my house.
Oh, when you get them, you just rip them
Oh,
out.
right out.
don't
They've
even-
been coming more and more recently. They're mounting an attack.
They're mounting an attack.
I don't even think twice about them. I would go full gray right now if I get the Steve Martin deal. That dude has looked 45 for about 38 years.
It's true.
Right? Like, and as long as it stays, I just want to keep it.
Yeah.
That's all. Because if you look at my mom's side of the family, there is not a head of hair in the bunch for the
No,
men.
it's not a good track record at
no.
all.
You
No.
get some
No.
nice.
All of us have
Single.
lived in fear our entire childhood.
Yeah. Not a single man
One
over
day.
the age of 40 has hair.
No, that literally, like, we literally have been watching their hair leave them, just thinking one day.
It's as if they blow it, when they blow out the candles for 40, they also blow the hairs off the top of their head.
Your uncle used to have a good set of hair, and then now
My
it's
mom's
gone.
youngest brother had like the Farrah Fawcett feathered hair, like it was a gorgeous mane. Are we all right?
Well, you'll have some sweet wig options.
That's
I don't know if I'm going for a wig. I don't know. I think I might. See, I'm not aware of the shape of my skull.
Well, yeah, they
Like,
got
so
they
I
got
don't know if I-
measurements. They'll measure it.
Oh,
you go for a wig
yeah, that's
fitting.
true.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm
mean-
not saying I'm worried that a wig would not fit my giant head. I'm saying I don't know if it would look good bald.
Oh no.
That's where Al's head. I like that's where Al's head was immediately. Was just the size of Nicholas' head. He's never told him that he had a big head, but just now he let him know that he thinks you have a very large head. That a wig. There's no wig size for you.
No wig will fit that man.
Oh my God, sir, you have to leave my store. We can't fit that head.
How'd you get a melon that big inside of this store in the first place? I've got a normal sized door, you freak. Wow. Some customer service. I'm not coming back. Please don't. That's what I'm saying.
We
Two-brained
don't.
having
We don't
freak.
make wigs for that kind of head.
Yeah, you smuggling an extra brain up there?
Yeah.
Did you have a twin that didn't make it because your forehead ate
Oh
it?
no.
This guy, this wig owner is horrible.
Yeah, what
He
an
is
asshole.
not having a good day customer service-wise.
Nah, his wife left him recently. So.
Aw.
Yeah. Well, that's understandable. He's
Hey.
a mean guy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get it. Why, you call this dinner?
Honey,
It's hot and you can eat it.
we got chilies.
Yeah, well, I fucking hate Chili's. I'm a Fridays man. It's TGIF in my heart, but not on my plate.
Man, I went to Chili's a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, it wasn't my choice, and I was like, man, I remember why I don't ever come here. I was looking through
Chili's
the menu.
is awful.
I was looking at the menu and I'm like,
Wow.
I don't want any of this stuff.
I like.
No.
I don't remember the last time I've been there, but I like some of the stuff they got there.
I don't know, dude.
Listen,
That's like John's favorite.
we've done this before. We've had this conversation, and unfortunately, my brother-in-law has terrible taste in food.
It's true.
If that's like his
I think he would
favorite.
think the same about you at this point.
Them's fighting words.
Get them on the podcast.
He actually texted me and was like, "Butternut muffins are the best." I don't know what Nikolai's talking about.
Butternut.
Wait, did I say it right?
Banana
The
nut.
banana
Banana
muffin.
Oh, banana nut.
I
Banana
hate
nut.
Oh,
banana
banana nut muffins.
I'm like,
Banana
uh,
nut muffins suck.
They,
like a-
they do.
I don't like
He's
to-
right.
Wow, you hate them too?
Yeah, everything.
Well, Matt
I
doesn't
hate
like
anything-
bananas.
Yeah, with
Oh.
banana flavoring.
Oh.
If they use like real like
I love
chopped up
bananas.
Yeah, you love bananas.
those would be all right.
Banana
But
nut
like
muffins are
banana
good.
flavoring to me is really gross.
You're gross.
See, I eat a banana at least probably one a day. I'd say sometimes two. I
Wow, way
love
to
bananas.
brag.
I'm fine
Right?
with regular bananas.
Way to brag. Oh. Yeah, well, how many bananas are you eating
Unfortunately,
a
it's
week?
not the Great Depression, and that's not a symbol of status anymore.
He has a fruit a day.
My goodness.
Over
I'm
there,
waiting here on a bread line for a nickel bowl of mush.
just over there bragging about his potassium.
Why don't you go back uptown, Rockefeller?
I've been malnourished for 8 years. You son of a bitch. Give me half your banana. And then I would just push him because he's malnourished.
Yeah, falls over.
He's a
you.
frail old
You
man.
have the strength of a banana a day.
I have the strength of a man who eats bananas.
The potassium flowing through my
I've
veins.
got the potassium of a teenager, and I'm in my 30s.
My God, his potassium levels, they're off the charts.
It's over 9,000.
You whip
It's
out.
over 9,000.
Not only that, but they're a great source of fiber, so my poops are great.
I've got no struggles on the toilet.
It's like a
They
smoothie
seem
machine.
like they would be a fibrous food. I don't know if they actually are.
I have no. There, you don't eat the skin, so I don't know.
Wait, you
'Cause I know
don't?
The
in,
skin?
in most what?
We made the same joke. I was like, wait, you don't eat the skin?
Most fruits with skin is where the skin is what actually has the fiber in it, like apples and other fruits.
Oranges.
That's all he's got. That's all he's got was apples and other fruits. He was embarrassed immediately by his lack of fruits that he listed.
I like fruit.
You should have sworn how
Alphabet
he
by
just put his
fruit,
head.
written by Nikolai. A is for apples.
And
B
that's
is
it.
for
Beat it.
that's all the fruit, moron. There's others. Look them up.
I'm not fucking Google.
Someone told me a tomato was fruit once. That guy was an asshole.
Oh,
That's
God.
chapter 2.
It was a great. Nobody really liked this, but there was a great D&D explanation.
Okay.
No,
I'm looking forward to
nobody's,
this.
no one's
D&D
gonna like this.
explanation of all of the characters' stats using a tomato. So strength is how far you can throw a tomato.
Understood. Okay.
Dexterity is how accurately you can.
What's
throw a
constitution?
tomato. How many tomatoes you can eat.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Intelligence is knowing that a fruit is a tomato.
A tomato is a fruit, rather?
A tomato is a fruit.
Is that one of
Wisdom.
them banana tomatoes?
Yeah, shut up. Wisdom is knowing not to put fruit in a tomato salad.
Nice.
And then
You mean tomato in a fruit salad?
Charisma. Charisma is
What
how
are you
well
doing here,
can sell-
dyslexia?
I can't speak right now.
Putting fruit in
I have
tomato
other things in
salad.
my mind.
Tomato in a
Charisma
fruit
is
salad.
how well you can sell a tomato-based fruit salad.
Damn. I'll buy one.
Ew.
Salsa.
Salsa?
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Even though it's predominantly vegetables.
Vegetables.
You know, like onions and other vegetables. What's corn? Is corn a vegetable?
Yeah.
Corn's a seed.
All right.
But corn's one of those like shit vegetables that's like 98% water.
Yeah, it's
And it's like,
Well, it doesn't-
you're
yeah.
getting nothing from
Well, it
this.
keeps
Well,
you
yeah,
hydrated.
our body
That's
doesn't
not
digest it.
that's not
so
true.
it's
You
like-
get a lot of calories from eating corn.
Yeah, it fills you up. But
Yeah.
you're not getting a lot
But
of
there's
nutritional value.
There is no nutritional value because our body doesn't even digest it.
God damn it!
Yeah, you just poop it out.
What am I doing all these
Yeah.
years?
Same thing with lettuce, I think, right?
No, lettuce you can, but lettuce is something you have to like chew a lot to get like the most nutrition.
I just swallow
Like any
leaves of
food,
lettuce
though.
whole.
I don't even chew my food anymore. That's a racket.
Oh wow!
Just swallow it.
You
whole.
got this stomach.
Yeah, you can. Your stomach's supposed to hurt after you eat, right?
Yeah, yeah.
For
Yeah, you just snap your jaw open like a snake.
if you've seen me eating pancakes, then that's pretty accurate.
Ooh, do you roll your pancakes up like little burritos and just shove them in there?
Just shove the whole pancake in
Yeah.
there.
When
Oh,
I
yeah.
Well, now what I know what I'm doing next time I get a big breakfast
What's that?
is I'm taking a pancake and I'm putting like eggs. and
Oh,
Make a little
Right?
pancake
I'm,
taco.
I'm like
I don't
thinking,
know.
like, why don't I eat pancakes like a burrito?
when I
Yeah.
worked at
Well,
the
I
old
mean, you have
folks
to make a big
when I worked at the old folks home in the kitchen,
I could just
and they'd
fold
make
it.
pancakes
Uh-huh.
for breakfast, I would take pancakes and I would put bacon on them and I'd just eat them like a bacon taco.
oh my god!
That's amazing.
yeah, it was-
That's
delicious.
you're a genius.
I was,
Sometimes you say things and I'm like, this kid is so intelligent.
right, dude.
And then there's all the other times.
What do you mean? And the other times where you're like, oh, he's a super genius,
Yeah.
No.
No.
baby genius.
No.
I don't know, dude.
So we should point out that this episode is being released back on our old stomping grounds.
That's
correct?
right. North Dakota.
So I mean,
Yep, you
We
can
should
only
probably-
only get it in North Dakota.
So welcome to RLF,
yes.
everyone.
Yeah.
I'm Gubbert Bones.
I didn't know if we should. It's been a while. It's probably been a while for some people who might be listening.
Right.
They may have thought that the show had ended. But we should probably do an introduction of sorts, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Welcome,
We are RLF. We used to be on this channel,
Yes.
and here we are 7 years later.
No, we haven't been on the separate channel for that long.
2
right?
years, 3
I
years.
think it's been like
10 years.
2 or 3 years. 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, roughly.
25 years at least.
So
Well,
yeah,
I'm Nikolai.
I already fucked it
Sorry.
up. God damn it. Go again, Nikolai.
You can introduce yourself.
No, you go. You go first. I talked to you. Sorry.
All right. Well, I'm Nikolai, and you can reach me on Instagram at RLF Instagram. And who'd you be?
I'm a special guest.
We say that.
Well, you didn't introduce the special guest yet, and now you're telling me to introduce myself to
Well,
these
you don't
people
have
on this
to. You don't get
channel.
to call. Well, how?
You know
They
how
never
talk
met me
shows
before.
Yeah. What if
go.
they go
Well,
to the?
Tom Hanks, go ahead and introduce yourself.
That's
Okay.
true. That's true. Here's our very special guest, Matt Burwell.
Hey, everybody.
Add him on Facebook.
I'm back.
Boom.
No, we have a visitor. She was here last week, and she's going to be spending one more week with us. That's your phone. And and if you could please introduce yourself.
My name's Marcolena, and
Boo.
you can follow me on Instagram at intotheworld.life.
Boo.
Okay.
Boo.
Into the world.life.
And on there, my name's Marky Alfonso, to confuse you all.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Or because that's your nickname. And
Yeah,
your-
Marky's my nickname, and
Yeah.
Alfonso is my my married name.
Yeah. Your husband's name?
My
Your
husband's name,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know what the... There's probably an actual
Yeah.
norm for that.
A nerves.
Got
You
that
know,
nerve.
my legal name is still
Tell me
DeLeo.
about your damn nerd.
Let me talk about my name.
Why don't you go ahead and tell me about that damn nerd?
Well, my legal name is DeLeo.
Got that cork in a bit there.
Oh, Leo, that's a good name.
It is a good name.
I don't know why I love that so much.
And who are you guys?
Yeah, you know who I am. Everybody knows. And if you don't know, then whatever.
You're so fucking cool.
Right? Nah, dude. Everybody knows Seich.
That's true. You know who everybody does know? Our fearless leader,
Dun, dun, dun.
Who's that?
who isn't speaking.
Hey everyone, I'm Al. I'm on RLF. Check out the channel.
Is that the first time we've done like an introduction round and Al has actually said Al?
I feel like I had to have
Gibber
been at least.
Oh my
Jigger
God.
McScrumbins or something.
Well, he threw
That
one out.
actually might.
He threw one out earlier. I forgot.
Did
what
you? I totally missed
It
it.
was hidden.
Yeah.
Gotta
Only I heard.
Got to
it.
go back in the files.
Now nobody will know.
See, that's what happens since Matt and I are such blowhards and we just talk so much. We miss so much of what they say.
But you guys do blow
Yeah,
hard.
but,
Got
I
him.
mean, no, I'm joking.
Well, we are for any new listeners. We are Seich and I are in a different room. So
Yeah, same. We're in
Same
the,
house.
Yeah, we're all in the same house, just different rooms.
Quarantine's weird.
Yeah, we just want to make sure that they don't interact with us.
yeah. You guys go in this room.
COVID and whatnot.
Nikolai gets real handsy. What can I say?
Well, they're down in the dungeon.
Yeah.
And Al's down in the dungeon so he can make, videos and we can
Yeah, it's good.
for all of this.
It's good down
And
there.
Seich is just down in the dungeon because he likes it.
He
didn't
likes
tell
the
him to go
smells.
there.
Yeah, it's
When he found out about the dungeon, he threw on his gimp mask. He went down there. We haven't seen him since.
Oh my god.
Little known fact: Seich was related to the guy who worked for Zed in Pulp Fiction.
Related to it was him.
Oh, is that how that works?
I was not old enough to be doing
I was
filthy
about to
things
say-
like
Oh
that.
shit! I didn't think about
I was
age.
gonna say, Seich 2 years old. 2-year-old little baby boy. What happened?
I didn't think about ages real quick.
That
No,
scene
it's
was
his
already
son.
fucked up.
It's his son.
Okay, I was like, that scene was already fucked up. We don't need a baby.
Yeah. Jeez, Matt.
Quentin could make it work. No.
No, oh, no.
I don't know.
Do you know what we're referencing, Marcolena? Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
And there's a portion of the film where Bruce Willis is a boxer who throws a fight, and he goes to collect his father's watch, and unfortunately gets spotted by the people who paid him to throw the fight, and he chose not to do that. And
Oh, I feel like I saw that.
you have. I'm pretty sure you
okay.
have. And,
You
there's
did.
a
I made you
car
watch it.
accident. Yeah. No, I've had it on when she's been in the room. And there's a car accident involved, and then Bruce Willis and Marcellus Wallace, the I guess you could say like crime lord, who Bruce Willis owed money, end up in a very precarious situation with some real hardcore weird rednecks that are into some weird sex shit.
Just, rapists.
Yeah,
Oh,
rapists.
wow.
They
Full-blown
bring him down to
rapists,
the
yeah.
basement and then they proceed to rape them.
Beat and
Well,
rape.
shit.
try to rape both of them.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
Wow.
And then Bruce Willis takes a sword and kills them. So
Yeah, he does.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
That's
It's
awesome.
crazy.
and the message of the movie
It is.
is that all good things must come to an end.
Oh, I thought it was don't poop with your semi-automatic weapon on the kitchen counter.
No, I
Bring
mean,
it with
that
you
is
in the
another
bathroom.
Yeah.
important takeaway.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Always
okay,
bring the
gotcha.
gun in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Rookie move.
Yes. See, him bringing the gun with him in the bathroom helps later in the film. Or earlier. I don't know. They do a lot of time stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, earlier, because later.
No,
he
I know
does.
it's earlier. It's later chronologically, like if you're watching the film, but whatever. Anyway, I've said all of this to say no. So one of the reasons, or the main reason why we have the episode back on the main channel is because we wanted to reach as many people as we possibly could, because unfortunately 2020 is going to have one more little bit of a gut punch.
A little bit of a dick
Yeah.
punch.
Yeah, sit down if you're standing.
We're gonna
A little
go
bit of
into
a dick
2021.
Yeah, you're going to find it. What did he say? I missed it.
He goes, he said a little bit of a gut punch. It's got a little bit of a dick punch.
This guy always with the peens in the mind. So we're just gonna come out and say it. Episode 400 will be the last episode of RLF.
Yes.
Yeah. So we wanted to let everybody know
Until episode 401.
Whoa!
Right? No, we're done.
Well,
Seich,
he's a jerk.
you're a bastard.
Yeah.
You are a bastard. Man.
we'll occasionally do
something.
videos, stuff here and there, but it's not going to be a.
Oh, it's just not going to be a weekly podcast
Yeah.
anymore. I would imagine, and I very much so hope that we'll do like a 10-year live show or something,
Ooh.
like a live stream of sorts. That's one of my big excuse me. That's one of my big regrets that we aren't going to make the 10-year mark. But 400 just seems like the right place.
Yeah.
Overall.
Good round
And,
number.
we all agree. Yeah, we all agree. We all love doing this, but it feels like it's time. And I really don't know what else to say. It's something that we've all known about for a little while, and now we're making you guys aware of it. So if you want to get your fan arts in, if you want to,
So we can not look at them.
no, we've got the new or email that Conspiracy set up for us.
Yes,
Oh yeah. That's been checked.
that I have not checked.
Perfect.
But next week I shall check it
Okay.
for
Yeah.
next week's episode.
Okay. But
Believable.
yeah, basically 400 is going to be it. But we wanted to make sure that you guys had, it's going to be going into March, so there's going to be plenty of time to get in any emails that you'd like to send.
Any angry comments.
Angry
Nikolai.
comments we're definitely going to get.
Oh, send them our way.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, 397, one night only, we reopen Advice Corner.
Ooh.
I'm good with that.
Yeah,
good with that.
Yeah, I can't make that. I can't make that week. I forgot. I'm busy.
Damn.
Yeah. So, anything you'd like to add, Matt? Or
I mean, just that RLF has been such a big part of all of our lives.
Yeah.
You do anything for this amount of time, it means something to you. And even though it's coming to an end, we have had an amazing experience doing this show. And just as friends, to be able to share, the relationship we all have with you guys and kind of bring you into that has been such a joy for us.
Yeah.
Out of all of the things we've done, Suburban Pandemic, videos, I can't speak for Al because he has an enormous collection beyond this.
his catalog is unbelievable.
Exactly.
It's
but,
genuinely impressive.
Too big.
For this, I consider this our greatest work collectively. This
that's
is our
nice.
magnum opus, our Gesamtkunstwerk, if you will.
Yeah, those words.
And, you're
that's a word.
probably confusing Gesamtkunstwerk with the architectural meaning of Gesamtkunstwerk. I am, of course, talking about the concept of the perfect art.
Of course.
Okay.
You're explaining that to everyone else because clearly I knew that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Me too.
But no, I consider this, one of the greatest things that we've ever done together.
Absolutely.
To do it for this long, to entertain
Yeah.
people for this long, hopefully entertain.
Yeah.
And to amass a fan base like we have means so much.
So loyal and so talented.
And, we love you all. We're going to try and make these last 10 episodes as great as we can. We got some fun stuff coming your way.
Yeah.
And
We
thank
have
you all
nothing.
for
We have
coming
nothing
along on the
discussed.
Such a dick.
I said Jeopardy. It's coming.
Is there anything that you guys would like to add?
Nah.
Sight
Nah.
is nothing.
Nah. I don't.
Yeah, that's right on brand.
I have
with
nothing.
Seich.
I have nothing to add to
No.
this.
Seich, we started this in November of 2012, and Seich could have ended it that night when he wasn't even on the first show.
Oh yeah. I didn't come into
my life. Would be
I didn't come into the third. I think third one.
No, you
third one.
Really?
Yeah, it was the third.
Yeah,
Because it was
third
just
one.
me and you. That's when we did the 1995 story.
Ah.
95.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's been a crazy 7 years, but it's been a fun one.
Eight. It's been 8 years.
Crazy 8 nights. It's been fun. A lot of cool people we've met over the years from it.
Too much dancing.
A lot of
not enough.
So much dancing. We had a few special guests too over the years. That was good. Good old Tommy Gunn
Oh,
visited.
absolutely.
We kidnapped him that one time.
We have the worst special guest on right now.
Oh yeah.
Shut up. I fucking hate you. Listen.
Al is just excited that it's one less thing on his plate, essentially.
Yes.
I'm gonna start a.
No response to that, so that's a yes.
No, I'm gonna start a candy podcast or something.
Ooh.
Do you have plans to start another podcast? I
No.
guess we should discuss
I'm
that.
gonna squash that right
No?
now.
Could you imagine if he immediately started a podcast with George?
Oh my god,
Like the last RLF airs, and on the same feed, he
that would be insane.
the Al and George adventure. Oh, even better, it's the My Best Friend podcast.
And none of you are on it.
Exactly.
Oh no, it'd be terrible.
See, I thought he should start a podcast with Andrew and just call it Introvert X Extrovert.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that. Special guest. Al, is there anything else you wanted to say? We interrupted you.
No, it's been a good 8 years. Had a blast doing it, and thank you everyone for watching, listening, and loving us.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the last 10 episodes. I think we will make it as special as we possibly can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it means a lot to us. And since you are the special guest this week, and how you've been around like our orbit the whole time, you know us personally, of course. How do you feel about this?
I mean, I was sad to hear that you guys were ending, but you know, I've always found this podcast extremely inspiring, and how, you know, you guys were just a group of friends who just wanted to have a good time, and you brought a lot of people into your worlds and brought a lot of smiles and laughter, and you know, I know you made like a lot of people's day that you probably don't even know, you know, and so I've always enjoyed watching you guys and listening to you guys, and it's inspired me to even make my own podcast. So
Wow, thank you for saying that.
Yeah, thank you.
Plug that shit.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Plug that shit.
Yeah, plug it. Go ahead.
What does that mean?
Say what your podcast is.
Oh. Sorry, I don't know the lingo. I'm not cool. Now I feel like a real loser. I was like, oh my god, I don't know what he's saying. I can't
Plug that
process.
shit. What do you mean? Like, shut up.
I'm like, do you want me to like pause it for a second so you could cry or something?
She cuts the recording.
Sorry. Yeah. Hype up your podcast. What's it called?
Well, I mean, the podcast that we're on a hiatus with is Speak Up Podcast. So, Speak Up Podcast, it's the guide to your soul, which is very opposite of what you guys probably do here. You know, we talk about kind of like taboo stuff, or just like spirituality, but without the religious touch to it. You know, just
That's pretty much all we talk
two
about.
gals just trying to speak out on
Two
things
gals
we
howling at the moon.
Yeah, pretty much. Perfect description. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're
And
the
then,
wolf
I mean, I'm in the
people.
works of a second podcast, so, but
Al goes, "You're the wolf people."
I am.
And then you're working on a second one, you said?
Yeah, but that one's gonna be more based around like traveling and
Nice.
just kind of stepping out of your comfort zone and ways to like do that, and you know,
Okay.
reach your dreams or goals type of stuff. So
Yeah.
you know,
That's
Sweet.
awesome.
I'm a pretty deep person. You know, these guys know that about me. So
yeah. You're very introspective.
So
Yeah,
whereas
yeah.
Seich is a half-empty baby pool,
Ooh.
you were the polar opposite. of
yeah,
that.
pretty much,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, I'm half
You're a
empty.
fountain of emotional
And
health,
somehow I loved
whereas-
being around Seich, even though I hate him, and I don't ever want him to know that.
Wow.
Wow. Fine.
So I'm a half empty baby pool, which means I'm mostly urine.
Oh.
That's,
Yes.
that
Yes.
is, I'll be honest, when he said half-empty baby pool, I was like, that's generous.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Like, all he has half?
What are you talking about?
That's a lot of water.
I'm
still.
deep. I'm deep. I say some shit.
Yeah, you can go swimming.
Yeah.
You're about as deep as a glass of water, my friend.
Hey,
Numbers changes.
I'm like the Marianas Trench.
Things
All right.
changes.
All right. That's the deepest
That's a
shit
good
in
one,
the
yeah.
world. I'm the deepest.
It takes 8 years of recording to get to numbers changes, things changes, and every second of it was worth it.
I figured I'd save it up. You know, I had that in the bag
Yeah.
year one.
Oh. Year one.
I've been saving it.
You all right?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Okay. So since today is somewhat of a special episode, I wanted to bring not a game, but a list for you guys to hopefully tear me apart on.
Is this another one of your rankings list?
Exactly. This is another one of my
yes.
Yes. So this is another one of my rankings list.
Is this is this like The Sopranos? So it's just for you?
No, no, that was very true. I did do that. I said I would make it quick, and I didn't. I fucking blathered on.
Hey, here's a show that I'm watching that most of you probably haven't watched. I'm gonna list all my favorite episodes.
So the list I brought today is my top 5 80s movies.
Okay.
Ooh.
And
Goonies.
I'm
Sorry.
going to let you know. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, Goonies.
I'm going to let you know ahead of time. It's way more than in 5 movies.
Wait, what?
I fucking cheated.
I mean, I guess
cheated
numbers
so hardcore.
numbers do
How
change
many
then.
movies are there?
There's probably 10 to 15 movies on this.
How
Call
not
it the top
5?
15.
No, I went a different way with it.
No,
So-
what did you?
Wait.
Tied for 4th is these 3 movies.
No, that's not what I did. But what I did do was there were movies that I felt were purely something, purely a comedy, purely an action film. And I put those, I ranked my top one of those. And then there's the actual list of my top favorite movies.
So it's 2
So-
lists.
and then-
Those are just called movies.
No, I did it the way I did it.
I did it the way I did.
All right, so for example,
It's just say because of the plot.
yes, I can, and that's what I did. So, for example, my favorite action film of the 80s, purely action movie, I said The Terminator.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so that's on the list. What do you think I put down for Caddyshack? What's my favorite comedy from the 80s?
Wait. What
I
do
said
you...
the name.
I was like, are you baiting
like,
me?
what did he
Animal House? I don't know.
put for
Otherwise it's
Caddyshack?
79, otherwise it So it's Caddyshack, and
What is going on
that
over
was
there
me reading
today?
it.
Wait a minute. What's your...
Okay.
Did you do sci-fi?
No, I didn't do sci-fi because a sci-fi movie is in the actual top 5. So the other thing I was going to say is that the movies in the top 5 are movies that have comedy,
Okay,
a
they're
lot
a
of
mix.
those films have a lot of it in it. When you watch Caddyshack, there's no
Depth.
There's no drama.
there's no drama.
Oh,
there's
are
very
you
little
kidding
action.
me?
It's purely a comedy.
There's action and drama in Caddyshack.
Not really.
Bill,
Those don't
Bill
drive
Murray
the
going
plot.
against the groundhog. That's dramatic.
That's comedy.
That is dramatic.
That's
That
comedy.
is, and the
It's a poorly
and there's action.
animatronic
There's action.
groundhog.
He blows up the greens.
Yeah.
That's action packed. It's like a Michael Bay film.
Your opinions are garbage.
Are correct. You're right. You're right, Matt. They are correct.
No, that is one thing I wanted to say when we get to the top 5. Although you guys will be able to pick it apart, please encourage it. I want you to know that I am correct.
Okay.
Like, these movies are the best.
I'll be honest. If a dude walks in here
Uh-huh.
with a gun,
Yeah.
and he like after you're done.
Wait,
reading your list,
are we
it's
ending
like
it right now?
5 other '80s movies. I'm saying goodbye. Like
You don't know, you're not a big 80s
You know
movie
80s
guy?
movies,
No.
Mats.
You just don't realize that they're in the
Yeah,
80s.
you'll figure it out.
You're like, oh, this is
Yeah.
a 90s movie.
There's
It's
a
85, man.
Batman in there, maybe. Probably not.
Yeah, Batman, the like Batman movie with Tim Burton's first one is 89.
Okay.
And I'll let you know right now, that ain't on any of my lists.
What?
Don't worry. Don't worry. It's not.
that's
So
crazy.
So what I did is I went on Rotten Tomatoes and they had a list of 140 essential 80s movies.
Okay.
And I basically, that's where a lot of these movies were culled from. So Caddyshack on that list was number 112 and it had a 73% fresh rating. I just thought that was interesting. What do you think my favorite war movie from the 80s is?
War movies from the 80s?
Was that Babe,
Yeah.
Pig in the City?
Ooh, it's close, but it's not.
I don't
it's not
even
it.
know, like 80s war movies.
Full Metal Jacket.
I feel like those are
Bang!
all
Full Metal Jacket.
That's 80s?
I guess.
Yeah, it's
I would-
1987,
yeah, if it's-
directed by Stanley
I was
Kubrick.
right, so I guess it is.
Damn. All right, nice.
Yeah. So it's 87, directed by Stanley Kubrick. It's got a 92% fresh rating. It was number 39 on their list. And I would have to say that Platoon was probably the runner-up for that one. But I love Full Metal Jacket. The opening half of the movie is absolutely iconic. There's so many great one-liners from the boot camp training and everything. It's excellent.
Have you seen Full Metal Jacket?
No.
She's probably, unfortunately, she
While
probably
a
has
war-
not seen a lot of these things.
While a war movie, I do think you should watch Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, yeah.
It has a very strong message about introspection and like what we ask military members to do.
Oh, okay.
It's really interesting.
I'm going to write it down.
It's a really good movie.
What do you think my favorite Christmas movie is from the 80s?
Home Alone.
What's
It's not 80s.
the one with the squirrel in the tree?
What is
A
it,
Christmas
90?
Story?
And the
Oh, no.
Chevy
Bang.
Chase. Chevy Chase, isn't it?
See, Christmas Vacation, I do like. It's good.
I
But
don't.
the correct answer is A Christmas Story. 1983, Peter Billingsley.
Really?
Directed by Bob Clark.
That's your favorite.
You've never seen A Christmas Story.
I don't like that movie.
It's on 24/7. Did you just say you don't like that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't really like it.
Oh, man.
What do you mean you don't like it, Seich?
I mean, it's all right. Like, it's an all right movie, but
It is.
I don't know.
I'm a Scrooged man.
Scrooge is good.
Scrooge is excellent.
But we're talking about the 80s, though.
I know, but I
I'm pretty sure Scrooge
No, A
is
Wonderful
like
Life
91 or
is,
92.
is always a
Yeah.
classic for me.
I like the original Christmas Carol from like the
Yeah.
30s.
Flintstones, A Christmas Carol. Sorry, I'm a...
But
Oh God,
80s
A Christmas
Flintstones.
Story. Yes,
Christmas
I've
Story.
seen
You'll
A
shoot
Christmas
your eye
Story.
out?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
I was
Yeah.
like, there's no way he hasn't.
Oh, is that the
hasn't
bunny
seen
suit
this.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't like.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Yes, I have seen A Christmas Story. I was getting it confused with A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
I've seen A
oh.
Christmas Story.
I'm just going to say this one outright. My favorite animated movie from the 80s. This isn't really just because it's that overall excellent. It's because of my childhood affection for it. Was A Land Before Time.
Oh,
Ooh.
yes,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
now we're
1988.
talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez,
Now,
man.
a lot of people are probably going to say that it should be the Transformers movie.
No,
I got to be honest.
No.
I didn't see it.
Well, we
I've
were
never seen it.
a lot
We
of
were
those
in-
people are wrong.
we
and
were in
Littlefoot
80s kids,
Is
so-
right.
Yes. And Guppy, right?
Littlefoot,
Guppy and Littlefoot.
Guppy.
Yeah, we watched that
Yep.
VHS a lot.
Yep.
Yep, yep.
I still say yup.
Yeah, I say yup, yup all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Yep. And then her brother Spike.
Yep.
That movie, like, and it launched a franchise.
Yeah.
Those movies. So
Yeah, a new one came out like last year.
there's like 9 of those
Yeah.
animated
Yeah,
movies.
but they were like all straight to VHS after the first.
Oh,
two.
I'm sorry. I guess nothing makes money if it goes straight to VA. You're wrong.
Jeez,
That's
Matt.
a franchise.
Okay.
How many side Frozens are there? There's like
What?
6.
I feel like you turned on me rather quickly.
I feel like what you said was dumb, and I don't like it.
Take it back.
Wow.
No,
Oh,
I'm not gonna do that.
Take it back,
I'm
Matt.
not gonna do that.
I'm not liking how this conversation turned.
I'm not expecting. I'm not expecting you guys to
Quick.
get this one, so I'll give it to you quickly if you don't have a guess. What's my favorite romantic comedy from the 80s?
Yeah, is it
Oh, Pretty Woman.
Woman.
Princess Bride?
Oh, that's what I said.
Oh, no, Ron.
Oh, wait, Stepmom. Wait, no, that's not romantic. Never mind.
Sleepless in Seattle.
When Harry Met Sally.
Ah.
The
yeah.
classic Billy Crystal, Meg Ryan, Carrie Fisher, and
Never seen
Bruno
it.
Kirby.
Joe versus the volcano.
No, God. I like me some Hanks, but no. Yeah,
Again, I don't know if that was 80s.
I love When Harry Met Sally, and Rob Reiner has directed some of my all-time favorite films. And
Yeah,
finally,
I didn't
for
check.
the just side, like the specific like types of movies, my favorite horror movie from the 80s. Now there was like 2 or 3 runners-ups for this. This was genuinely hard to pick.
The Shining?
Freddy Krueger.
Shining was
The original
was that 80s?
Exorcism.
Yeah, I think so.
I cannot. Sight, you got I think 2 or 3 out of these.
I know
Damn.
you. I know
Should
your
have made a
body.
game out of
Shindig?
this.
I know your body. It is The Shining. Stanley Kubrick
Ah.
again. Jack Nicholson, Shelley Duvall. I love that movie.
The Shining is perfect.
The 2 runner-ups for me was Evil Dead 2 and Friday the 13th. I love the original Friday the 13th and Evil Dead 2. I mean, come on.
Come on, Evil Dead 2
Like,
is amazing.
But The Shining is just perfect.
Yeah, it really is. It's a perfect suspense horror thriller, whatever you want to
And that
call
last
it.
shot in the movie when you see the picture,
The picture. Yeah.
1921,
and they're all just dancing in it.
Dancing Sally.
Well, yeah. They weren't. The picture itself was not moving, but
No,
so
no,
The
it-
Shining,
it was crazy.
It's a Harry Potter book.
1980. It was number 6 on Rotten Tomatoes list, and it's an 84% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. So, all right. Now, you don't have to go in order, but we are ready for the top 5 movies.
Okay.
All right, so each of you, I'm going to say a name, and you give me a movie you think might be in my top 5.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
We're going to... Sites, you've been doing so well, we're going to start off with you.
Shit. Let's go Ferris Bueller.
Number 1, baby. That is my
Of course.
number 1
Wow.
top 5 on the list. 1986, directed by John motherfucking Hughes, Matthew Broderick, Mia Sara, and Alan Ruck. It was number 27 on Rotten Tomatoes list, 81% fresh. That is the quintessential 80s movie, and it's my number 1 favorite movie from the 1980s.
It's so good.
Hands fucking down.
Quintessential 80s movie?
Yeah. What? What else? What? All right, fine. What's your guess then?
Is The Breakfast Club in the 80s?
Breakfast Club is on my honorable mentions list.
Honorable mentions? I should spin your mouth. What?
I should spin your mouth.
I have top 5, and then I have 3 honorable mentions.
And then
I told you I had like 15 movies.
you have so many movies on this top 5 list.
I know.
The fact... No.
So
I'm gonna
Breakfast
reserve
Club-
judgment.
Breakfast Club is 85. Please go ahead.
I'm going to reserve... No.
Then it's on my honorable mentions because you don't know who you taking out.
I
In the words of Don
I don't know who else
LaGreca.
is on your list.
I'm telling you, Crocodile Dundee's on this list.
Not even considered.
See, the problem is I don't know what came out in the 80s.
Right. That's what I'm
Like,
How about you, Al? What's your guess? gonna
I'm
be?
just gonna
was The
do.
Godfather in the 80s, or was that in the 90s?
Godfather was in the 80s, and it is not on the list.
The Godfather is not
Goodfellas.
on your list.
Wait, I think.
Is that the 80s?
Oh, please, I didn't do a mafia movie. I didn't do if I was gonna, it would be the good.
Pause the podcast. He's got to go make a new list.
I gotta get 8 more movies on here. No, I don't know what year The Godfather. No, I think that's 78.
Yeah, I think
Al,
the
can you look that
first
up,
Godfather
please?
was 70s.
Godfather.
All right.
Let me check it out.
Rocky?
Oh, that's what I was gonna guess, mother.
Rocky was in the 70s, and it's Al's turn to guess.
Oh, my bad.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say Back to the Future.
Back to the Future is
1.
number 2
Okay.
on my list.
Got yo.
What's the point of even playing at this point? Like, I don't know any other movies.
Back to the Future, 1985.
Damn,
it's
girl.
number 1. It's number 1 on Rotten Tomatoes list with a 96% fresh rating. Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Crispin Glover, Leah Thompson, directed by Bobby Zemeckis. My man.
Good old Bobby.
That is my number 2 favorite movie from the 80s.
Okay.
I love Back to the Future. When they had the 25th anniversary Blu-ray set, I pre-ordered it on Amazon. The day it arrived, I watched all 3 movies, and I love the third one, even though you're not supposed to, because it isn't good. Bullshit. They're all good. They're fucking magic. I love that whole franchise, especially the first one. Marcolena, what is your guess for the top 5 list?
Dirty Dancing, because I can't think of anything else.
Number 5.
What?
Wow.
Dude, such a good movie.
1987.
Oh, what a good movie.
Right?
Yep.
It's an absolute classic.
I love that shit
Jennifer
so much.
Grey, Patrick Swayze, Jerry Orbach, directed by Emilie Ardilino. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, she
whoever
does
directed
listen,
this movie.
I'm
can't
so
carry
sorry.
this. And don't worry. It doesn't matter. But it's like, okay, so when Harry Met Sally is an iconic, like, romantic comedy, you fall in love with them finding each other, but it doesn't even compare to the love that Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze share. Baby and Johnny is... You can't watch that movie and tell me that you don't want to be a teenager and fall in love like that.
I always want to be a teenager.
Like that. That's creepy. And the soundtrack on that movie. That's another thing. A lot of these 80s movies had such fucking epic soundtracks.
That good
Like,
music in the 80s
absolutely.
was so good.
Yeah.
Most
true.
of it.
It's
Most
absolutely
of
true.
it. Some of it was shit, but
So, Dirty Dancing. So far we have Ferris Bueller's Back to the Future, and at number 5, Dirty Dancing. We've got 2 left on the top 5 list. And at this point, do you think The Breakfast Club is better than any of the 3 movies that are already on the list? Matt, since you had such a problem with it?
Yeah, man.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, I would put The Breakfast Club on there over Dirty Dancing.
Whoa.
Wait,
It's
hold
not
on.
even a question.
It cut out. What did he say?
Over Dirty Dancing, I would put The Breakfast Club
dick,
in.
Matt. What?
Number 1, no.
Dirty-
Number 2,
Dirty Dancing is so good. I could watch that.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave
It's
right now and
good.
go watch it.
So is The Breakfast Club. It's the quintessential coming of age movie.
Breakfast Club is not better than Dirty Dancing.
Listen, when Johnny says nobody puts baby in the corner, if you didn't swoon, you're not alive. You don't have a pulse.
I got a little hard, and I was a child when I saw that.
Gross.
You know what I got for Christmas this year at the Bender house? 2 packs of smokes. Old man said, "Light up, Johnny."
Now I
Actually, Matt,
had
he
the
said
time
he
of
said
my life.
smoke up,
You
Johnny,
can't tell
not
me
light
when
up.
that song
Smoke up,
plays.
Johnny. Fuck you. Sage.
Got it.
I knew I said it wrong right away, and I was like,
Got
I'm
it.
not gonna go back to
I
it.
no, I had to call you out for it.
I was too busy singing. I
Seich
didn't
had
know what just happened.
an idea of what one of the other ones would be.
I don't want that to be
you
my.
can say it.
I have another.
Oh, did you guess?
No, I have another guess, but I thought I was giving that one to you to guess
Oh, wait. I already get. Oh, yeah. Okay.
for next time.
Well, right now it's Matt's turn, and then it'll be your turn. now, so go
Ah.
ahead,
Fuck, Matt.
I don't know if it's the 80s, but The Princess Bride.
Fuck, dude.
Number 3.
That was my
On
next
my
guess too. Shit.
I was like, out of all of the 80s movies, for it to be above The Breakfast Club, it's got to be the greatest love story ever told.
Right?
It's-
There's a shortage of perfect breasts in this world. It'd be a shame if we lost yours.
He obviously said to blave, which we all know means
Ooh.
to bluff.
Have fun storming the castle. I love The Princess Bride. It's number 10 on their list, the Rotten Tomatoes list, a 97% fresh rating.
should be 99.
Carrie Ells, Elvis, whatever.
Yules?
Robin
Ells.
Wright, Mandy Patinkin, and Chris Sardon, whatever.
And it had Jen A.
Sardon.
Jenny.
Jen A.
Yeah, that's Robin Wright. And most importantly, it had Andre the Giant. Like, that's most importantly. I think he's what puts it over the edge.
Peanut.
Yeah. Directed by Rob Reiner. It's I already said this, but 87. That it was directed by Rob Reiner.
Rob Reiner directed.
Dude, he did This Is Spinal Tap. He directed a couple movies that are pretty iconic.
I know, but it's just
La Bamba.
to put that movie out there, to put what is the greatest fairy tale movie ever
Yes.
created.
Yeah. You take your Enchanted and shove it.
Yeah, Disney, learn a thing. This is how you do comedy.
But do you see what I'm saying? Like a lot of these movies, like The Princess Bride is
I'm
not...
interested in hearing number 4.
I'm very proud of number 4.
Okay. Number 5 definitely needs to be The Breakfast Club.
It does not.
Wait. So we
not.
have just one movie left.
We have one movie left, but technically there are 2 more honorable mentions.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So we have 3 more left.
Yeah, so we have 3 more left. The honorable mentions are not ranked; they're just there. But as far as The Princess Bride goes, I don't know. The first time I saw that movie, I was just like, "Now this is what a movie is." And the part with "Hello, you killed my father. Prepared to die." Like when he just keeps repeating it and like basically just turns it into like this mantra, and he gains strength from it. Like that got me so fucking jacked up. And then
You're not wrong. Like,
Yeah,
and then you follow that scene up by
to the pain.
yes, exactly. To the pain. Are you not familiar? And then it's iconic. All of that movie, just it builds perfectly. It's wonderful storytelling.
Also, guess what? He bluffed. He blaved at the end.
He did blave. He did blave. That's true. When he stands up and you're like, fuck yeah, Wesley. Like, oh, fucking A right. All right, go ahead, Al. What's your guess?
I'm gonna say it's definitely gonna have to be...
Flashdance.
Scrolling on that list.
Are you on the list?
No, I'm on a different list.
Okay.
I'm gonna say...
I have a feeling I know what it is.
It's probably gonna be...
I think Marcolena
Short
has the
Circuit
best
2,
chance of
not the
guessing.
first one. The second one.
Ooh. Can I tell you? He said Short Circuit 2.
Oh.
Not the first one. I know you're joking,
It should be on there.
but Short Circuit 2 made the first round of cuts.
Ooh.
As well it should.
I printed out the whole list.
when
and
he
just
swings
crossed-
in, I need a hero. Come on.
I love both of those movies a lot. I watched them a lot when I was a kid.
Right.
Johnny
But,
Depp is alive, baby.
No, I did not.
Okay.
Short Circuit 2 is not on the list. That is wrong.
I just liked how sure he was.
So I personally think that Marcolena has the best chance at guessing what number 4 is, because it's a movie we watched in our home a lot
I know
as
what it
kids.
is. I think it's the one I told you to
Karate
say.
Ah.
Y tu mama también?
If she doesn't,
Karate Kid is incorrect.
if she doesn't take a
I
guess,
do love Karate Kid.
if she doesn't get it, can I take a guess? Because I think I know what it is.
Well, you're next. So
Oh.
you're next. But I want to just address the Karate Kid in the room. Loved it.
I just want to dress the Karate Kid in the room.
I absolutely loved the Karate Kid. Love Cobra Kai. We discussed this a few episodes back. I went
check
on
it
a
out.
tangent, watched all 3 of them. But when I was little, I saw the next Karate Kid before I saw the original Karate Kid.
Ruined it.
And it did ruin it a little bit, because like I knew what Miyagi being Miyagi'd was, and it's like I do love the Karate Kid, but it's not even an honorable mention. It was close. It was close.
Can I confess
It's like,
something?
go ahead.
I do not like the Karate Kid.
You don't like it.
I don't like any of the Karate Kid movies.
None of them. Now, is this because you don't have a soul, or is it because you haven't seen them?
No, I've seen them.
No,
Okay.
so no
Just I'm
soul.
not a fan.
No soul then. That's fine.
You just wish you were
I'm
a
a Three
Karate
Ninjas kid.
Three Ninjas.
All right. I'm gonna have to go there with Matt. I loved the Three Ninjas when I was a kid.
If it's between the Three Ninjas and the Karate Kid, we're 90s babies. We're gonna go Three Ninjas in this
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
Karate Kid takes a while to get there.
I don't have room in my life for multiple movies about
Karate.
youth beating each other up.
But I do have plenty of time for youth beating up adults.
Yes.
And eating snacks.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Wait, so Sites, what's your guess? I want to know.
Hold on, but one more thing. In regards to the Three Ninjas, I would have loved to be in the pitch room for when clearly a man very high on cocaine said, okay, the Karate Kid meets Home Alone, but there's 3 boys.
You got
A
it.
duffel full of
Sold.
money. An indiscriminate amount.
Just give him all of the monies. We need this. Cut and print it. Don't write a script.
I know what it is.
Go ahead, Sites.
I know exactly what it is.
Is it Stand By Me?
No.
It is not Stand
I know
By
what. Can
Me.
I say
Wait.
it?
No, it's not your turn.
Damn it.
Who's
Build
next?
suspense.
It's
No, it's me.
a western,
It's-
isn't it?
There's not a single Western on this list. I have spent
He's throwing us off.
0% of my life
It's
watching Westerns.
it's Barbarossa, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's mine.
What genre? Come on.
What genre? Come
Stand
on.
By Me almost made the honorable mentions. Love the movie. What's it? River Phoenix, like a baby Jerry O'Connell, and I absolutely love what's the kid's name? Of course, Ensign Wesley or whatever. But oh God, what's his name? Corey Feldman or Corey Haim? One of the Corey.
Corey
Boy
Matthews.
Meets World.
Love.
Yeah, Corey Matthews.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not Corey Matthews. All right, Matt, it is your turn.
I know I'm going to get it wrong, and Marcolena's just sitting over there all smug.
Now, I'll give you guys a hint, because just, for the sake of
Yeah, I
getting
get
this.
a hint.
No.
There is a sci-fi movie on this list that has not been addressed, and there's also another comedy.
I was gonna say one movie, but I went with Stand By Me, like a fucking idiot.
Go ahead, Maddie.
I do not know. What came out in the 80s, man?
You.
It's gotta be it.
It's true. You're right. You nailed it.
I did.
right.
I did.
Were there any animated movies that came out in the
No,
80s?
they were banned.
Yeah, they didn't do those in the
They were
80s.
banned in the 80s.
God, I gotta piss.
I'm gonna say
Oh, man.
Ghost.
No.
I know.
Ghost didn't even make the first round of cuts. That was
I'm not surprised.
an immediate scratch off the list.
I'm
Ow.
not surprised. I'd be surprised if you had 2 Swayzes in there.
Nah, yeah, more than enough Swayze with Dirty Dancing.
Well, if you're gonna throw another Swayze, it would
Ow.
definitely be Roadhouse.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Roadhouse was
But Roadhouse
79.
might be 90, actually.
Roadhouse was not. Roadhouse was in the 80s.
Was it?
It was on
I'll
that
have to
list
look it
that
up,
Al
I'm
was
not
looking at. That's the only reason I know.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. What's your guess, Al?
Oh, I have another
Al's
guess.
cheating list.
Yeah.
Did I say Grease?
Ooh.
That was it. I was gonna say that, but I don't think that's on your list.
It's not. That's kind of crazy.
Grease isn't
Yeah.
on your list.
That's
Man,
insane.
number 4
That-
better be spectacular.
Not even
I
an
know.
honorable
I
mention.
don't know.
Not even an honorable mention. That's kind of crazy.
This is the horse
Grease is
shit
the
list.
word, apparently.
Oh, this is 70s.
Is Grease
Grease.
from the
Grease came
80s?
out in the
Yeah,
70s.
Grease was
No, that
78.
was 79.
It was 78.
78.
Grease is 78. Oh,
Yeah.
thank God.
All right, this
I was
list-
like, no way did I skip Grease. Guys.
Grease 2.
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
Everybody knows you need a cool,
it was a Grease
cool
too.
rider.
Yeah, with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
You need a cool
I need
rider.
a cool rider.
The only song people know from that movie.
If that guy with the gun who walked back in here and said, "Name a song from Grease 2," I'd be like, "Get to shooting."
You just got cool rider.
Yeah, you
still
need
know
a cool
it.
rider.
That's where Flo Rida got his name.
All right, so Al's guess was Grease, which wasn't in the 80s, and
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Rocky Horror Picture Show was 75.
Fuck. I'd have nothing then.
All right,
I was so sad.
All
Yeah.
right,
that.
I'm going to give you my 2 other honorable mentions before we get back to the guessing for number 4. The 2 other honorable mentions are The Blues Brothers, which was 1980, John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, directed by John Landis, and Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. So that was the sci-fi flick and the comedy that I was talking about. I absolutely love The Blues Brothers. I'm a huge Belushi fan. I think
What genre is the
What's it?
number 4?
number 4, I would say
Was that an option?
it's.
We could have asked for that?
Well, now.
Yeah, well, I'll give you hints
Yeah,
now.
it's a new round of questions.
It's comedy, but there's like it's more than just a comedy. Like, I don't want to give too much. If I say too much, it'll give it away. But just briefly, I want to say, and then Empire Strikes Back is my favorite of the Star Wars flicks. When I was growing up, it was Return of the Jedi. But now that I'm older, it's definitely Empire.
Comedy.
Gremlins? I'm just going to say movies.
Gremlins almost
Yeah,
made an honorable mention. All right, no more order. Just start shouting them out.
Labyrinth.
What year did Miss Doubtfire come out?
Miss Doubtfire was a 90s film.
I know, but like, I was hoping it was like 89.
No. It's a 90s film.
Just
Yeah,
give
but
it-
what year of the
But I was
80s?
hoping like 89 so that we could just
Oh.
get through this fucking number 4 because it's killing me.
Big?
What is it?
Not Big. Big didn't even... Big barely made it through the
All
first round of
dogs go
cuts.
to heaven.
Love that movie.
Milo
Correct.
and Otis. No, that's 90s.
Teen Wolf.
90s.
Throw Mama from the Train.
No.
Teen
no.
Wolf.
Junior.
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Matilda was
no.
still the
Matilda's the 90s. Junior is the 90s.
Oh, God.
Do you guys want me to just say
No.
it?
Wait,
No.
Yeah,
not yet.
we're not. I
Okay.
don't think.
Is
Babes
it
in
an animated
Toyland.
movie or is it live
Yes.
action? It is an
It's
animated
animated?
movie.
Okay,
Oh, no.
I will answer this question honestly. Both.
Wait, it's an animated movie and what?
Not Ninja Turtles.
The question
Who
was...
Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
That is correct.
I fucking hate him.
Also, no fucking chance.
Are you
is Who
kidding?
Framed Roger Rabbit
No.
above The Breakfast Club?
Are you kidding?
I-
You're out of your mind.
I'm
You're
not
outside
kidding.
your whole brain
I'm
right
not
now.
kidding. You sound like a crazy person.
No, I do
and
not.
I am embarrassed for you.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Because Who Framed Roger Rabbit is spectacular storytelling.
yeah.
There's drama.
Classic.
There's alluded sex. There's nonstop comedy.
Alluded.
Plus the fact that it's the only time in cinema history that Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse share the screen together. That is fucking legendary.
Mm-hmm.
No one had licensing like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh, licensing.
And we have not even brought up Bob Hoskins and his spectacular acting to nothing and no one. He is outstanding, and he wasn't even talking to a tennis ball. He was talking to the air.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I get what you're saying,
Guesses.
but objectively, you are wrong.
Matt said Nikolai is objectively wrong.
I saw that on one of the lists. How's Ghostbusters not on there?
Ghostbusters was almost an honorable mention. If there was a fourth honorable mention, it would have been Ghostbusters.
Oh man, I don't know. And then,
I know that's probably the only
and
one
then,
where I'm
and
like,
then
"Ugh."
Batman's not on there. Like, what a
No,
shit.
I don't like I know that I'm a huge Batman guy, but if you go back and watch the 1989 Batman now, it's corny.
You're a huge
Yeah.
wrong list guy, too.
I'm not a huge wrong list guy.
There's no Labyrinth.
Sir.
Labyrinth's a great movie.
Never seen Labyrinth.
Labyrinth.
What?
yeah.
I've never seen Labyrinth.
Labyrinth's not.
haven't seen
Matt, you shut your mouth.
Oh, we get it. Bowie was weird.
So just to recap, we've got Ferris Bueller's Day Off at number 1, Back to the Future at number 2, The Princess Bride at 3, Who Framed Roger
Breakfast
Rabbit
Club
at 4. What was it?
Breakfast Club at 4.
No, that's incorrect. It's Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Roger
and
Rabbit's good,
finally,
but it's not.
Dirty Dancing at 5.
Roger Rabbit's good, but I don't think it's a top 5.
I see. The reason why I said Marcolena was the best suited to guess this was because we watched that movie in our house so many times. That was
I've seen it a shitload of times, but still not a top 5 80s movie. No Lost Boys,
Wow.
Beetlejuice.
I understand you feel the Lost Boys and Beetlejuice weren't even like they were considered. They made probably the first or second round of cuts, but they weren't even going to get close to the.
No
honorable
Young
mentions.
Guns.
Estevez.
The Three
Sheedy,
Amigos?
Ringwald. A murderer's row of cast.
Cat's Eyes.
Cat's Eye.
What year is Crybaby?
Crybaby. Oh,
who
I don't
cares?
know
What a
year
bad
Crybaby
movie.
is.
Because I know Sage loves that movie.
I love Crybaby, like unironically.
Oh god,
But
both my
it's
parents
like absolute
died in a
spies.
plane crash on the same night.
Damn, girl.
And now I have an
Two
electric.
separate
in two
planes.
separate planes.
Now I have an
'cause
electric
they
chair.
didn't want to leave him as an orphan.
I have an electric chair tattooed on my chest now.
Damn.
Like what?
hardcore.
What?
See, how can anyone say that they don't love 80s movies with nonsense like that being passed off as film?
I like how you
80s movies tend to bring up like a lot of feelings of attachment and nostalgia because you latch on to something and it like you look at it through rose-tinted glasses. So something like, I don't know off the top of my head, an objectively bad movie like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Okay,
Not
not a bad
Your
movie.
face
This
is
guy,
outright
this guy,
bad.
man.
Could become somebody's like on their list of top 5 favorite movies. Meanwhile, you have literal cinema gold.
Like Breakfast Club and
The Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid was not getting considered.
I
Unfair.
think
I am
you
so
should
shocked.
reconsider because Little Mermaid was great.
I am so.
When
It is
did
great.
Lion King come out? Was
That's 92, 91. I am genuinely shocked that you were fighting this hard for The Breakfast
94.
Club and not for Empire.
Okay, so Empire is great. It is fantastic science fiction, but it is not like it's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a great science fiction movie.
Yes.
It is not a great standalone movie.
Okay.
It is part,
it's
of a
the
larger
story.
series. But if you look at The Breakfast Club from start to finish, it is literally just a personification of 80s youth.
Listen, if there was a top 6, Breakfast Club's on the list.
Oh, but it's not top
But it's
six.
not
It's
top
like
six,
top,
it's top
5 with 8, and then also 14 because of the front page. So top 5, 8-ish, maybe 14.
How many movies is it? It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Genuinely 15 movies.
Yeah.
But
But it's not the top 15.
My top 5, 15 movies.
Thank you for joining us this week on Nikolai's Top 5-ish.
Hey, dude, numbers changes, things changes, all right?
Yeah, bro.
Hey, man, how are you going to talk about your all-time favorite 80s movies and genuinely leave some of these out, like, just outright? You can't.
No. You have to talk about them at least.
Like, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit is spectacular. It's genuine cinema gold, and I didn't even bring up the fact that Christopher Lloyd is one of the greatest villains in like the 80s movies. He's genuinely a psychopath. He's excellent.
Yeah,
Everyone talks about Nicholson's Joker. I'm talking about Christopher Lloyd's character from the Who Framed Roger Rabbit that I can't remember the name
it's
of.
the judge.
Yes.
Yeah.
it was that
Judge.
impactful?
Don't you jump on their side.
He
How
was
do you
he was
feel about the list?
he was
Do you
the
think
judge,
I should have
right?
taken.
Judge.
There was a judge or something.
Me? I mean, I more relate to
They're
the,
not listening.
the list.
They don't give a shit.
I would not have put Breakfast Club, to be quite honest with you.
Have you seen The Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I understand that opinions are opinions, but yours are wrong in this instance.
I think, I mean, my list would probably be a little different, but they're still
Dirty Dancing would be higher, and Crybaby
probably
would be
Grease
there.
would have been out, right? Because
Grease is 78.
Oh yeah, that's what we discussed. I don't know. I'd have to sit down and actually make the list, but there are a few things on there that I've been like, yeah.
I like that
Little
no
Mermaid
one's
might have
really
been on there.
debating the top 2.
I mean, you
or
didn't
3.
put Die Hard in
No,
there.
because
which
those
is
are
crazy.
classics. Those are classics. You can't.
Ferris Bueller, Back to the Future, and Princess Bride. Like,
No.
yeah, that's
Those are the undisputed kings of the era insofar
absolutely. And the craziness is that, like, the craziest part is 85, 86, 87. Like, movies were just fucking gold back then.
as...
Another
Well, I'm
movie
sure
that
there's
was
a
close
ton
to
of
the honorable
crappy
mentions for me
movies.
is. What was that?
I'm sure there's a ton of crappy movies from the 80s.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But another movie that was close to the honorable mentions for me is Better Off Dead, because I'm a huge Cusack fan. Or Say Anything. Love Say Anything.
Oh, when did the
Was Grosse Pointe
Outsiders
Blank?
come out?
That's the 80s. I didn't.
Actually,
No,
I've only
Grosse-
seen it
better.
once.
Grosse Pointe Blank's 90s.
That's 90s. I think that's like 98.
It might be.
Yeah.
That's
how about-
still my favorite.
How about
Cusack
you guys? Are there any issues you take with the list?
No.
Cool.
Sage,
Ton of issues. Yeah.
what do you got?
Too many to name.
So Seich is with me on the Breakfast Club thing.
Oh no.
All right. So we've had our fun. I've had a lot of my fun. Did I not bring my phone?
Nikolai's had all the fun.
No. Well, now what I want to ask is if you guys watched anything this week.
Oh man.
I watched some movies with Sage, or two.
I have.
What'd you guys watch?
All right. First off, we got Deadpool 2.
I saw that with Sage and Andrew.
Oh, love Deadpool.
Nice. Love the. Not as good as the first one, but very
No,
good.
still
How'd
good,
you guys
though.
feel?
I was like, oh, I haven't seen this, and then we were watching. I'm like, no, I've definitely seen this. I've definitely seen it. But no,
I
not
like the
bad.
intro.
Yeah, like it's not bad. Like it's a good movie. It's just definitely not as good as the first
Yeah.
one. But it's a sequel.
It gets
so
a little
it's-
sappy almost at the end.
I just
Yeah.
can't believe they got Celine Dion
That's true.
to sing the fucking themes. A custom theme song.
That I mean, yeah, that is very impressive. What else did you guys watch?
I got some. I got some Christmas things on here that I watched.
Ooh, okay.
Right, got a little crazy. I got Home Alone. Home Alone 1 and 2.
One
I
and
watched.
two.
Oh wow,
Both of them I watched.
wow.
Wow. Which one do you prefer?
Oh man, I don't know. I think as a whole, the first movie, but I like the.
No, that's wrong. It's the second one.
But I like the. I like the ending of the second one better.
That's the ending of the second one.
Well, like the break-in part.
Oh, okay.
That part's definitely better. But the
Gotcha.
actual movie as a whole, I'd say the first one's better. Nikolai's just wrong, as you heard from his
No,
list of
you're-
movies.
Well,
He's wrong.
I like the first one. Well, I didn't see the
You're
second
incorrect, Sage.
Well,
You're
Nikolai,
incorrect,
we
'cause
heard
the second
your
one is a
list.
better movie.
We heard your list of movies. Your opinion doesn't matter right now. So.
one. Oh my goodness.
Sir, does he take a stretch limousine with a fresh pizza to a toy store in the first one?
Oh, because
Pretty
he
sure that
committed
happens in the
credit
second
card
one.
fraud. That criminal.
Yeah, he also
I mean,
assaults
to be
people.
fair, yeah, in the first movie, he would have been. The parents would have been sued to oblivion.
Why?
By who?
And the second one he pretty much.
'Cause he
The second one he murdered
intentionally tried
somebody.
to harm them.
Oh, I guess. Well, they broke into his house.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
The,
that's true.
the second one
Home
he
laws are a bitch.
the second one he basically murdered somebody
Oh, really?
multiple times.
Wow.
Marv should be
Yes.
dead. He should be dead.
Yeah. The bricks to the face alone.
Yeah, and then he got electrocuted and like fell down that hole and had shit dropped on. Like oh, then when he was climbing the rope, he tied it to like 100-pound bag of something, and then it fell onto his head.
Maybe he just said 100 pounds on the bag.
No, they don't lie about weight. they don't
Weight in
lie.
bags.
I mean, what about when he just lugged bricks off of a 5-story building?
Yeah, that was
said
that was
that.
the
Oh,
first thing
sorry.
we said, Matt.
Welcome to the conversation.
I mean, they're
Matt's still thinking about Ali Sheedy and Breakfast Club.
I'm so lost. Like they smoke weed in the library.
Who hasn't?
Okay, so for some reason you're telling me that you really like the creepy neighbor better than the pigeon lady?
Both movies are basically the same thing. Like,
Of course they are.
he befriends an old creepy person. And also, yeah, the guy is so much
Yes.
better. He beats them with a shovel at the end. Not like,
Does the lady let pigeons
yeah,
loose?
yeah. She's like, oh, I'll throw seed at you.
Oh.
Now get 'em, birds. The old
This
guy's like,
one's more believable.
the old guy's like, all right, I'm gonna knock these
There's a
fuckers out with a
shovel.
shovel because they're in my house.
What about the walkie-talkie thing from the second one? I owned one of those. It was so much fun.
That doesn't mean it's a better movie. Just because you
have a
own
point
something
there.
that was in the movie.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole point I make. Can you
That
tell
doesn't-
that Sir Bizzo
that
to
doesn't-
shut the hell up?
Right? He's so fucking loud. I hate him.
He's so loud.
Tell him to shut his fucking mouth.
No, because
Oh,
then,
wow.
then he'll come in here and it'll be worse.
We got 10 damn episodes left. I don't need this shit. All right, Marcolena, how do you feel? Home Alone 1 or 2?
So the brick one is the second one?
2. That's 2.
Yeah, it's 2 for me.
Right? It's
Yeah.
the New York spin. We've grown up in the shadows of New Moon City. Like, the New York spin is really what sells it. Plus Tim Curry and Rob Schneider. All right, what else did you watch, Seich?
This is a quick one. It was Mickey's Christmas Carol.
I love Mickey's Christmas Carol.
That is a quick one.
So
It
good.
was like a half hour.
It's all you.
Why
All
do
you guys.
Why do you like it so much?
Oh, I just love Christmas specials, kid ones specifically.
I was
And
like
love,
the,
I love the version of Christmas Carol.
Yeah, I was like the Christmas
animated
Carol,
ones.
like the different takes on it.
Right.
Yeah, like a Flintstone Christmas Carol is my favorite Christmas.
Yeah,
all-time
actually,
Christmas movie.
the next one that we watched
Oh yeah.
is probably
I
my
watched
favorite
the
Christmas
next
Carol.
one.
It's the Muppet
Was what?
Christmas Carol.
The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah, that one's good.
That's definitely my favorite one.
The
I've never seen it.
what?
That's the one with Michael Caine.
Who's Scrooge in that one?
Michael Caine. Alfred.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't realize. I didn't know.
It's good. It's a good piece of
Yeah.
cinema.
The podcast I listened to that goes over movies, they did that yesterday, but they loved it. They enjoyed it.
See, you heard it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like such a Grinch.
Because you haven't seen any of these movies, or you
No,
don't
I
like
just
any
don't.
of them?
I just don't like Christmas movies.
I don't.
you don't like
I
fun
don't
things,
either.
Matt.
I
But
hate movies and carolers and Christmas food
I mean, unless
and
they-
toys. I hate all of the fun-having girls and the boys.
I mean, you're really only into movies if they're coming-of-age tales of teenagers in the 1980s.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think we need to just start making Breakfast Club spin-offs.
And you consider yourself a letter wrestler, whatever he says. Have you ever duct taped someone's butt?
Oh my god.
duct taped his buns together.
Jesus.
That's it. Duct taped someone's buns together.
Yeah.
Did you watch anything else, Sage?
Yeah. Well, it's not a movie. It's another Christmas thing, like a special.
Okay.
It's the Always Sunny.
Okay.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia
Ah.
Christmas.
That's great. That is.
Is that their only
Great,
Christmas
yeah.
episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the one with Frank winding up in the hospital at the end?
Yeah.
And they all go and visit him, and he's like, "Well, what about me? Oh, well, you go fuck yourself and your fat fucking ass."
Charlie.
The best Dennis line of all time.
Oh, he's so fucking funny.
Charlie visits the mall Santa. He's like, "Did you fuck my fucking mom?" And then he bites his neck. Did you fuck my mom, Santa Claus? Did you fuck my mom?
So there is a man in the couch.
He sew him into Frank into a couch. It's so fucking. Oh, it's so funny.
It's so hot in there.
Yeah, you get to see his butt.
What,
Yeah.
anything else, Sage?
Those. I think that was it.
Okay.
I think that was it. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
No, that was
And Al,
what?
I was just gonna say, did you watch anything, Al?
Nah, just I watched them up at one with Seich and the other one that I don't remember already. Deadpool.
And don't think for a second that I didn't catch your indignant what when I said I had not seen the Muppet Christmas Carol. As if every single week I don't name just the most generic movie and you have no idea what it is.
I'll name a movie right now. But yeah, those are all the movies I saw. So
Nice.
nothing else.
Al's been spending his time not watching movies. He's been doing what I've been doing.
What's that?
Playing a
Masturbating.
little cyberpunk.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's true.
I seen your Steam hours over there.
Yeah, bro. I'm just nonstop, bro. Playing with those ding dongs.
like it?
What?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Are you enjoying it, Matt?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Nice.
Any game where you can customize your genitals is.
Is that a
He
thing?
showed me that
Oh yeah,
today.
you can decide what size dick or
He
your
was
Does
show-
anyone pick small?
breasts. I mean, I'm sure somebody has.
He was showing me today,
Did you?
and like just before we recorded, he was showing me, and I'm like, wait, is this like a real thing in the game, or is this something somebody did, like
it's
a
a
mod or
mod.
whatever?
No, it's
he's
the
like-
real game, son.
And then but then he was like, you don't ever see it because you would just wear pants, so you just customized your dick.
I mean, you can
For
be
no
naked, but there's only mirrors you
You know
can
it's
look
there.
There's no reason to make this. Like, oh, let me give myself a giant. You can make him uncircumcised. He said,
Yeah.
like you can customize your
What?
dick that much.
at. Yeah, bro.
Yep.
Welcome to the future.
It's full.
What
it's
is-
full customization?
What is video games? What are video games now?
When you were explaining the game to me, you failed to mention this part before.
I figured number one, we were going to talk about the podcast,
Uh-huh.
and number two, it's hard to lean in on a game like. That's not the game's defining quality. I want to be clear.
Certainly sounds like it's up there.
But like there's a lot more to it
I don't know,
than
dude.
just the dick customization.
Yeah, you can jump.
Although
Just the fact that
does,
that's a
like,
thing.
you can double jump. I don't know if you checked out some of the perks, but there's there's some pretty good ones.
Is
good
that
stuff.
only with the large penis you can double jump?
Yeah.
No,
Any size penis.
no, Nikolai, the large
you like
penis
a-
weighs you down, so you can only single jump with that.
Oh.
That makes, you know what, I was about to ask if you choose a smaller one, since you're a little bit more aerodynamic, a little bit pun
Yeah.
intended.
Those are for the
are
the-
you a
the
little
quick
bit
people.
faster?
I don't know. My character has a mammoth dong, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Now, is that the sizes? It's like ant.
No, I just think it's
Ants.
small and large,
Okay.
There's no medium.
and then you can choose whether or not
Ant,
there's
average
medium.
mammoth.
you're cut or not.
Yeah. Well, it's a little Jewish star, or
This is
or
crazy.
you enable or you click or unclick.
It's insane that you can do this in games.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
all
weird.
it's in every future game now that it's implemented.
Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah.
Cyberpunk had a dick option.
Really?
Well, we got to put it in ours.
Yeah. The next Lego games are gonna be weird.
Yeah, there's a couple points in the game where you can do some fucking,
Oh,
and I've done some fucking. You never see the dick.
okay.
But you know how big it is.
Marcolena, have you watched anything this week?
I've watched Manhunt Deadly Games.
Ooh.
It's
Is it a show on?
it's
on
a
Netflix?
it's a real story. So I don't know what it's called. Like, so they tell it in a story, but it's based off a real story, but they don't say it in like a document form. Like they actually like act it out.
Oh, okay.
But it pretty much, it was, it's about these bombings, Olympic bombings. I'm sure you guys remember hearing that. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, from like the 80s?
from the 80s. So it's about this
The
guy
80s
like
again.
Richard Jules, who was like kind of like this middle-aged loser who was like living at home, and his mom was like verbally abusive to him, and he's a security guard, and he goes
Isn't
out
that
to
a
work.
Jerry Jewell? Like, wasn't that a movie or
Richard Jewell, yeah.
Okay.
Richard Jewell, yeah. And he goes out
Yeah,
and he
Dick
sees
Jewell.
like a backpack, like a suspicious backpack at the Olympics, and he goes and reports it, and everyone kind of keeps scoffing at him, like, and then so like the police or whoever was there was like, oh, just give him his moment, and it turned out it was a real bomb.
Oh, shit.
And
Oh,
he ended up saving like 400 people from dying, and
Wow.
then immediately the media made him into a hero, and then when the FBI needed to have a suspect, they picked him and completely destroyed his life within a matter of hours. And
They were like, "Cause how do you know about the backpack?"
because and then they let the case go, and his life was just kind of under a magnifying glass for years. And this one news reporter just kept just ruining his life every chance you get, like, and eventually they found out that the real guy who did it, and the FBI never actually truly exonerated his name, and the one news reporter who kept going, like every other news reporter, media
Got over it.
got
and
over
moved
it,
on.
apologized, and they refused, and that woman ended up actually like dying of like a heroin overdose, and then Richard Jewell himself ended up dying pretty young, but he ended up being a police officer, and
Oh, that's good.
yeah, so there was good and bad, but it was a really good series.
Huh. Wow, that's kind of fascinating.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
No, I had not seen that. I know that the Clint Eastwood had made a movie called Richard Jewell a couple years ago or a year ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I didn't see it, or I wasn't too familiar with the story. But,
Yeah.
that's good. Glad you liked it.
Yeah.
I don't have any comments this week. I don't know if you guys can pull them up. Maybe we'll do one or two.
I don't have any off the top of my head, but I did scan through them just because I wanted to see, if people took my
I know what
side.
you're gonna bring up.
And turns out, Nikolai, people were on my side with that whole Will Smith debacle we had.
Uh-oh.
Debacle is a strong word.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Oh, there was the Will Smith debacle?
The bullshit.
So
The bullshit that happened. Is that a better word?
So
the
last
bullshit.
So last week I played another rousing round of Who Came First, Music Edition, and I asked, the way I credited who came first for the musicians were their first studio album. And for Will Smith, I said Big Willie Style was his first studio album, when technically Rock the House came.
he was the Fresh Prince still in the 80s.
And he wasn't Will Smith. So I will have to concede that Seich was right.
Yeah,
But
I was going to say, P. Diddy doesn't stop being Puff Daddy.
no, you're right. And
Yeah.
the person that he was up against was Usher. And Usher, surprisingly, his first album was in
Usher.
94. I didn't realize it was
Yeah,
that early.
Usher.
But
I was so
Will
sure
Smith's
about
first
it.
Studio,
I was like, oh,
Yeah, he was.
I was like, Will Smith, no problem, of course.
Oh.
I just ripped everything
you know
out. I can't hear. Hold on. I put my hand down and just ripped the headphones out, like both of ours.
Oh, that's great. I got some comments here.
okay. Marcolena's got some comments as well.
Ooh.
Oh, boo.
Quick one here.
But hold on, we've got to just backtrack for a second. I give Seich a lot of shit, so when I'm wrong, I gotta say I'm wrong. And
The Breakfast Club deserves to be
nope,
on there.
I'm right about that.
That's what he's bringing it around to.
I apologize, Seich. Rock the House was definitely his first studio album. You were correct, but
See, I didn't know if it was. I didn't know if it was
this was
that
a sporting
or.
event. It already happened, and the tie's in the books. So
Well, let's just say your game is horse shit.
Oh.
Every time.
like
Damn,
your face
girl.
and breath.
Birth did this to me. I didn't ask for it. You asked to have a garbage game. All right. You did that on your own. Got him.
All right.
Oh.
That being said, let's listen. Let's hear some comments.
The videos on YouTube have a place called the comment section, where people can type out heartfelt and thoughtful reflections of the videos they just watched. Like here at RLF on Wednesdays, now the gang will read a few. It's really hard to rhyme the word Wednesdays.
Oh, wonderful, Tommy.
Oh, I didn't get to say I didn't want to hear him.
Too late.
I don't want to hear you.
From shut up.
No,
I have
not-
one
no, I wasn't
comment
talking about
from
you.
King Big Dingaling.
Nice.
You guys made me laugh at the exotic meats. Come on sites, calamari and Marcolena crab and lobster. Here's something I've eaten: crickets, witchery grub, never again,
I've had-
emu eggs. By the way, good horse, ostrich, kangaroo, which is also amazing. Flake, FLAKE.
Shark? Oh, wow.
Flake.
It's shark, yeah, which is called shark meat in Australia. And the good old crocodile. Love you guys. Always manage to make me smile and have a laugh.
Aw.
So this
had-
guy's from Australia, right?
Oh, yeah.
I guess so.
Them some exotic
Well,
meats.
yeah. It says shark meat here in Australia. So I guess he's in Australia.
Oh, shark meat here in Australia.
That's a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I
But I
have
thought that was pretty interesting.
I
in
have had
comparison to us.
I've had crickets. I had a chocolate covered cricket.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, I had chocolate covered
When?
crickets. Oh man, it was a long time ago. I forgot about it until she said crickets. I was like, oh fuck yeah, that's right. I've had a
Nice.
chocolate covered cricket.
Eat that cricket.
Were you living in New Moon City, or this is down
No,
in
no,
dirty,
no,
dirty
the
Maryland?
dirty.
That makes sense.
I forgot who had
Instead
them.
of chocolate covered strawberries, they have crickets there.
And I think one of my cousins had it, and they were like, "Oh, try this," and I was like, "All right." Like, it didn't taste bad.
Story
but
checks
like,
out.
But you could feel
could tell it was
like
a cricket.
Yeah, you eat and you're like, oh,
You know it's cricket.
yeah, you're like this feels crickety.
Oh,
But yeah,
that's terrible.
it wasn't that
I
bad.
need that.
I think I would probably try it
Yeah.
because I'm a madman.
You're an apex predator. You don't eat bugs.
Whoa, Randy Orton over here?
All right, no crickets for me.
Yeah. you eat the meat.
More crickets for me.
Would you eat the meats that he listed? Kangaroo and
I would
ostrich?
eat the fuck out of kangaroo.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Would
I
you
would try
fight one?
anything. I would try anything once, just not bugs.
Okay.
I don't need to eat bugs.
Nah, it depends
Now,
on the
Quinn's-
bug.
Her other question was, would you fight a kangaroo?
I don't know why the image of you fighting a kangaroo
Oh,
is
no,
so
I wouldn't. Have you
hilarious.
seen kangaroos? They are jacked.
I would
They will
fight.
fuck you up.
No, you got to fight like
Of
a.
course you would, Seich.
You fight like a
With your old man
malnourished
knees.
kangaroo or something. I could take him.
I think
Still
I could
ta-
take a wolf though.
See,
What about
see,
the cat?
Matt, I said the same thing. A singular wolf, and they shot me down.
Yeah, no, of course you couldn't take a wolf. Sight, it would rip you to shreds.
I don't know,
Harry
dude.
Foster couldn't take a wolf. You couldn't take a wolf. It has nothing to do with your thumbs.
I can. I'm basically Liam Neeson's. All right, so I could take a wolf.
Neeson's.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Multiple.
Yeah, Liam Neeson's.
The wolf would lunge, and you would go to move out of the way, and then your body would do that thing where it exists, and you'd be like, ah! And then
Yeah,
it would
and
latch
then-
onto you.
And then the wolf would be like,
and
oh,
as wolves do, bite with enough pressure to snap bone.
Yeah.
The wolf would be like, oh,
probably-
he's hurt. Let me go over there, and I'd be like, nope, and I'd slap him in like a headlock, and I'd bite his face or something. I don't know.
God.
Just
Wow.
a headlock.
In the
Jesus.
in the moment, I gotta figure it out.
Huh. Seems unlikely.
I don't know.
Al,
Put,
do you
put me
have
to the
any
test. Put me to the test.
Your best bet when fighting a wolf.
Shane Keys says, I actually had a principal in high school who would often remind us to be careful of our gription on the ice outside of school. I see that it's in some dictionaries, but I never realized that it wasn't widely accepted. P.S. Great to have another guest on the show, and Marcolena at that. Well, thanks, Shane.
Hi, Shane Keys. I was telling Nikolai that you're like the only fan that I somewhat know because you listen to my podcast. So
Oh, nice.
I just want to say that I appreciate that, and I appreciate that you read that comment, Al.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I've seen Shane hanging around my stream once or twice.
Yeah,
as
he's
well,
actually the
so-
only one of your fans that I think I follow on Instagram too.
Ah.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
Shane.
I have a new Instagram. Deleted the old one.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Really?
Got shamed into deleting the old one.
Why? Who
Why?
shamed
It
you?
was bad.
Wait,
it was not good.
what did you
It was all
delete?
memes. There were no pictures of me.
But you could have archived that stuff and
Yeah, it was memes. They weren't even mine.
okay.
So I got a new one. It's at Dibs34.
Who shamed you?
Just a friend from D&D.
Who?
Friend.
One of the,
Tell me.
hey,
Oh, I don't know who that is.
no, I know you don't. That's why I said
Oh,
a
from
friend
your other D&D group.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. But still, I like Slide Into Your Dungeon Master. That was a great name.
It was, but I mean, Dibs34 is my handle for everything.
I guess. Whatever. I don't like that.
Well, I'm sorry. Except on League of Legends, because
I'm a man of-
Dibs34 got banned.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that
I've
makes
been
sense. A while
banned
ago.
3 times.
Yeah, a while ago, yeah.
Now it's Flop Sweat Boogie.
That's pretty
Flops.
I
good.
don't know why.
Great names.
That's pretty good. Flop Sweat Boogie sounds like it'd be like an electronic dance music group, like duo.
Yes.
Do you have another comment, Mark?
I got one more. Unless you said Mark.
Oh, okay.
No, you could go.
I just have Krob says, I know that Clap Life as a podcaster currently recording remotely. Damn right that.
Okay. Nice. You get it.
That Clap Life.
Rob gets it.
Johnny 2 times. You guys talk about him often, right?
Yeah.
He made me laugh. He said Marcolena on another podcast and is working. Wait, sorry, excuse me. Marcolena was on another podcast and is working on a second podcast. She was on one episode of RLF and was like, "Yeah, this is trash. I'll make my own podcast with blackjack and hookers." Hashtag Seiji Boy Army for life.
All right, Bender. I make my own with blackjack and hookers.
Damn right.
Yeah. I love that reference.
Anytime there's
alright,
a
I guess that
Futurama
leaves
reference,
time-
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess that leaves time just for everybody's favorite question.
What's that?
A big city living.
What are you guys doing in the city when you hang out?
Living it up in that big motherfucking city.
We kind of jazz into it a little bit. It's feel free to like. Yeah,
City.
There you go. Nice. Perfectly timed, too. Gentlemen, how is Big City Living?
It's good.
Yeah, it's all right.
That was Big City Living.
Shortest segment, longest amount of viewers paying attention.
I'm jealous.
Timing got a lot better.
I don't think
So,
I don't think I have anything.
okay.
Yeah, just it
Alright.
snowed and
Oh, fucking the
Ooh,
other.
how was the city with the snow? Was it like magical?
It was.
Is it nothing like
No,
New
it was-
York?
it was-
at
no, it was
Christmas
not
time?
trash.
Magical.
It was fucking trash. Like I had to work. What was it? When did it snow? Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that.
yeah.
I think
someday.
Yeah, I think it was Wednesday. I worked the next morning.
was
Snowed
Wednesday to
Wednesday
Thursday.
into Thursday.
Yeah, I worked Thursday morning and it was still snowing.
Right.
So I was like, I'm gonna just take the bus. So I was fucking standing outside. First off, like walking through the snow, cause it just snowed
Yeah,
like
it's
that night.
5 in
so
the
like,
morning,
Yeah, like
yeah.
nobody did anything because it's it was overnight. So like walking to the bus through the snow, I took maybe 2 steps, and snow all in my shoes, all
yeah.
in my boots because they're
Oh.
fucking trash, and they had holes in the side. And I was like, oh, I need to get new boots. And then I just
Well,
didn't-
that one's on you.
Yeah, that's you
Well-
can't blame the environment for that one.
Well, I don't,
Yeah.
I don't ever wear them. And then I was like, oh shit. I think it was like a couple months ago I put them on, and I was walking around work, and I was like, something feels weird. And I look, and the whole bottom is basically gone. So I went and I took super glue, and I just super glued them together
Nice.
because
Yeah.
that's what you do.
Right.
Perfect.
So I was like, I need to get new boots, and then I forgot, and then it snowed. I was like, I needed to get new boots. That's right. So I had to wear them anyway, and then that sucked. But then I was fucking standing there, and I'm like, man, this is shit. Why the fuck didn't I just call out? Like, why am I going to work right now?
I am so shocked you went to work. I would have bet
See,
all of the money
my whole
that you were going to call out.
my whole thought was, all right, it's gonna be snowing. Nobody's gonna come in there, so it's gonna be an easy day.
True.
Turns out it was
You're right.
not that easy of a day.
Did you end up shoveling?
No, fuck that. Are you kidding me? I'm not shoveling.
Oh
my
yeah, our
job.
super shivered. She shivered.
I'm like, listen, I'm busy. I got
Super shivered.
yeah, I got things to do. I'm not shoveling. But like, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I was walking to work, and like it still parts of the sidewalk weren't cleared off, so whatever melted froze on top. Because I walked to work, it's like 4:40, 4:45 in the morning. So everything was
no.
frozen. So
Okay.
I was walking. I was just almost busted my ass so many times. I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Like,
You should get crampons just so
Ooh.
you don't slide on
I
the
was like,
ice.
I was like, why didn't I just take the bus today? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, I'll walk. It'll be fine. And it wasn't. I'm like, if I fall, I'm gonna lay here and call my job. Be like, I'm not coming in.
Fell. I'm done.
I didn't fall though. 'Cause
I'm
I
not
didn't,
coming in. I fell and I can't get up.
yeah, I didn't fall though. I got balance like a gymnast.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
You call your job and you're like, I'm like a turtle and I just fell, so I'll see you guys when I can.
I can't come in. I'm like a turtle. What? See ya.
I'm like a bender. Don't you get it?
Nice.
Oh man. How about you, Al? How did the snow? How did you handle the snow?
I stayed inside. I
Yeah.
fed the cat.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
another thing with this fucking snow. You know how like people throw salt down to
Oh, yeah.
to get rid of that
Yeah.
shit. Well, the
Yeah.
the people here, they were like, let's just put sand everywhere. So they put sand all over the stairs and like the different floor, like the floors like outside the doors.
There's dirt everywhere now.
So all the sand just got wet, and it was like gross mud sand.
Oh.
So now we just have sand
All over.
everywhere. Like, I would try to kick it off my shoes to get, as little inside as I could.
Yeah.
Can we got the shoes, you guys know, like we take the shoes off in the front. But there's still so
The
much.
the whole hallway is just filled with
it's
sand.
it's just sand. It's just so much sand.
Oh, that's terrible.
And now
That's rough, buddy.
And now, like, the snow's gone. Not gone, but, like, from the stairs and all that. And now there's just sand everywhere.
Well,
I'm
it'll get windy one day.
I'm
and,
like, what are we gonna do? Like, is somebody gonna sweep this sand out, or is it just sandy forever? Like, I don't know what's going on.
I hate sand. It's coarse and it's rough.
Oh no!
Right? Nobody likes
Oh
sand.
no, Matt. I got
How
the
much do you hate
reference.
it, Matt?
I got the reference, Matt.
I didn't get it.
Oh, it's Star Wars Episode 1 or 2.
Oh, okay.
When they go to that stupid little sand planet, and the
Yes.
Jedis are like, "Hey, you know that guy who's like mentally kind of unstable that we don't really talk about much?
You
Yeah.
mean Anakin?
That kicks around with Obi-Wan. He's like desperately in love with this senator chick. Let's have him and her go to a remote desert island, and we'll just have him watch her. And nothing bad will happen."
No, he won't kill the whole village.
God, what a bad movie.
So yeah, not snow's it's melting now,
Man, fuck snow. Oh, I hate it.
and it'll be raining for Christmas.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I heard it's either raining or snowing for Christmas. So that's fun.
I finally got all my Christmas shit done. Every year I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get stuff early. Nah, like the last thing got delivered yesterday. Like I just got it in time. Like,
close.
Still waiting on gifts.
I haven't
Yeah,
gotten anything.
A lot of people are behind.
It says December 24th.
Yeah.
I'm like, thanks.
Good luck. So I guess that leaves time for just one last thing. And there's only going to be 11 more of these. Would
Wait.
you like to do the honors, Marcolena?
What is it? Do you have a certain way of doing it? Or
Yeah,
just saying,
yeah. You
do
never
it.
listened to the podcast before?
So we don't want any firearms around.
Yeah.
We're not big proponents of guns.
yeah, like slingshot.
So generally we'll say this line just so we can ascertain that if other people are carrying firearms, then we don't want to be in that location. And it goes a little something like this.
if I need a gun, I don't want to be there.
Boom.
Got it. Nailed it. Nailed it.
Nice.
Acting like she didn't know.